What's going on YouTube? It's Matthew here, and today we're gonna make some music. So lately I've been really into recording just lots of different samples off the OP1 into Ableton, and this is actually a drum loop that has kind of come out of that process. I've labeled it OP1 Trappy Shuffle, and it sounds like this. And if you listen carefully, it's not like perfectly quantized, which gives it this nice kind of groove. I think the first thing I'm gonna do is add some bass. So let me get that. This is my Squier Mustang Bass. I'm running it through the JHS color box for a little analog warmth. And then I'm also running that through this plugin that I absolutely love by Good Hertz called Tube, using the Joe Dart preset. Joe Dart's one of the best bassists in existence, so if you like this bass tone, check that out. You know, I like to start with the drums and then do the bass, because then you really have a nice like foundation to build off of. All right, let's hit record. Alright, I like that bass line. I'm gonna add, I recently got Omnisphere 3, and honestly, this thing is freaking incredible. I mean, obviously you don't need this to make music, but it's a pretty fantastic all-in-one synth plugin. And what's hilarious about this is I use it for basically just Juno patches, at least so far. Oh, my keyboard's not on. That'll help. Where is my foot pedal? I actually have a plugin Max Live device that I use whenever that sustain pedal is called Shut the F Up. Great device if you ever suffer that problem. Alright, so I'm pretty happy with that. I think the last, I might add a little bit of guitar now, because you know I have a couple of them in the room. I gotta put at least one on, right? Ooh, that's loud. I better plug in first. Also going into the color box, and then actually going into the Morgan Amp Suite plugin by Neural DSP. They make awesome stuff. It's really loud. All right, yeah, that totally sounds like the vibe we're going for, right? Let's see what we can do. I'm gonna get stuck in the trap of doing 1,000 guitar takes, but I think I like that last little bit I did. So I'm actually pretty happy with where this song is at least for today. I probably would like to do a little more arranging, and I think there's a solid foundation that I could keep building on. Let me know down in the comments what you'd add to this. I always love to hear other people's suggestions. But I think that's going to be it for today's video. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope you learned something. Hit subscribe, and I'll see you. Until then, keep making some music.